Hi guys, and welcome back to Carko. Today what we're going to be looking at is the running costs on my Abarth 595 Trofeo, and it's a video I probably could have done a while back, but seeing as it's a lovely sunny day, the car's actually filthy, so apologies for that. I do need to get it washed. What we're going to be doing is, because this car is pretty much brand new and we can't talk about servicing or MOTs or anything like that, what we're going to talk about is fuel, obviously, insurance, and things like the little mods that I've done. So it's going to be more of a running cost guide to an enthusiast of an Abarth, because obviously we've done a few pretty little mods to this car so far, nothing too expensive, but nonetheless they're still mods and they still cost money, and it's all part of owning the car. So let's jump inside and see what the running costs are on this car. Okay, I just absolutely froze like an ice cube trying to get those drone shots and those exterior shots done. But now we can sit, well, we can drive and we can get warm, and we can talk about running costs on my Abarth 595 Trofeo 2017. Let's start off with something that is probably really important to everyone when buying a car, and that is fuel consumption. Apologies if there's loads of sunlight at the moment. It's very bright. It's bright, but it's deceiving because it's absolutely freezing. I think that might have rhymed. But anyway, fuel consumption. So I mean, I'm not really one to talk massively on fuel consumption in this car, because this is the first time I've driven it in 2 weeks, because this is not my everyday commute vehicle, but fuel consumption in this car. So if you run the tank down really low, to fill it up, it's probably going to cost you about, I'd say, depending on what fuel you use as well, between 35 and I'd say 45 pounds. I fill up with Shell V-Power all the time, which is probably why it's a little bit more pricey for me. So the last top up I did, I must have had about 50 miles left in the tank, and I topped up with Shell V-Power, and that cost me about £41, which is still not bad for a sort of premium fuel, so you can't really complain about that. Now onto miles per gallon. So let's see, the average fuel consumption, 33.3 miles per gallon, and that really all depends on how you drive the car. I mean, I normally leave it out of sport mode, and then if I feel like I want to have some fun, I'll whack it in sport mode, and the fuel really does tend to drop a lot more. It is a really small fuel tank. So on average, let's say you should look at around 30 to 35, 40 miles per gallon, and a full tank should get you around, let's say, 280 to 300 miles, and it's going to cost you to fill it up, depending on what fuel you use, between 30 and 40 pounds. Right, section of my running costs video, we're going to talk about insurance. How much does it cost to insure? What's the insurance on it? And now obviously that's all going to depend on your age, where you live, your no claims, pretty much, yeah, those are probably going to be the main factors. How old you are, whereabouts you live. Some areas are worse than others in terms of crime, etc. So for me, I've got about 4 years no claims now, and I'm 25, which is pretty much the age that they say where your insurance should really drop. And it's funny because I was insured with Flux Direct for actually most of the time of me driving. I've been insured with them, and I tried to get a quote on this car and they said they couldn't insure it. They said it'd be over $3,000 to insure, and I was like, really? So I moved on to eSure, and it's now £900 a year. So in a month, that's probably around about, well, it's probably just over, I think about £960, which makes it about £90 odd a month. But yeah, if you want to pay it off in one go or monthly, you're looking at about £96 to £900 in my age range, and obviously that's close to London, so it's probably going to be still a little bit more expensive than any viewers that are living a little bit further out. Next, in my running costs, this is something we probably should have started on instead of fuel, is the cost of this car. How much does it cost if you want to go and buy a Abarth 595 Trofeo? Now, I don't know if you can still buy these or order them, because I'm pretty sure it's a limited model. I don't know if they're adding this new version into the range permanently. I'm not sure. That's probably something we'd have to look at with the dealers. But if you wanted to, like I did, go and buy a Abarth 595 Trofeo, brand new, you're looking at around, I think it's £17,160. I may be wrong. That's before you add any special paint colours, sat nav. Pretty much everything is ready to go in here, so there's not many boxes you can tick option wise. I'm not sure if the Scorpion Black was an optional extra. I think it is, and I think it's about £350. Or obviously most people pay monthly for their cars nowadays. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone's got 17, 18, 20, whatever, however much money. A lot of people do pay monthly for their cars. It's just a nice easy way to not break the bank or to take out a loan, etc., to get your car. And then obviously there's always the option of chopping and changing it, because a lot of people do get bored of their cars quite quickly. So you can get these, I would say, probably from anything between £189 a month, probably all the way up to £230. I know there's probably people paying even more than that, but that's obviously down to them. So that's how much it is if you want to go and buy an Abarth 595 Trofeo. Right, so we can't talk about road tax, MOTs, servicing, because obviously that time hasn't come yet for this car. It's still new, so we don't have to worry about that. So what I thought I'd do, instead of talking about servicing and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to talk about what it's cost me to just make this car a little bit different, like a little bit more unique. And I know it's not massive things that I've done to it, because obviously I'm still considering warranty and stuff like that, etc. So before we even think about modding anything on here yet that's going to avoid the warranty, I've just done a few little aesthetic mods. That's what we've done. We went for a few little aesthetic mods, and I'm going to start by telling you what those are. So if you guys do want to do that to your Abarth, you can also go ahead. I'll let you guys know where you can get the stuff from, or you can comment down below and let me know as well. Right, so starting off first, we've got the Ferrari style decals on the side, which I love. A lot of people don't like them, but I think they look so nice. No matter what colour the Abarth is, I think they look fantastic. I really do like it. So those are the Ferrari style decals, and they were £15 off of one of the Facebook groups. I think it was Abarth decals. I'll find it and I'll put the link in the description below. but those cost me £15, and I think they're fantastic. I really do like them. The next little mod I did to the Abarth, aesthetically again, which was probably actually the first mod I did, was the bumper insert where it says Abarth. You could buy tyre pens or like these oil-based paint pens, and they only cost like £3-4. You can get them on eBay, Amazon. Another aesthetic mod, Abarth Owners Club do the sun strip, which is really easy to fit because it's got holes in it. I know some people go for the full jet black one, but to be honest, I weren't expecting it to come like that. It just came like that, so I thought, you know what, it's a lot easier for me to fit. I'm not going to complain about it, but I think it looks really nice. You can obviously get them in different colours from, I think it's Gary Michael Smith on the Abarth Owners Club forum. You can choose colours and all that. He's really good with that kind of stuff. You can tailor make it to however you want it. So if you are in that Abarth Owners Club, or you're not already, jump in if you guys want the sun strips, because they do a really good job with them. But that was about £20, a little bit steep, but you know what, I bought the car and that was actually the first thing I ordered for the car. The car wasn't even delivered yet, and I thought, I need that sun strip. It looks good. Had them on my old car and I love them. I think they look really, really nice. Right, next thing that I done recently, my most recent aesthetic mod, was the crystal black side repeaters. I think they look really, really nice, but the only thing it's made me realise now is how much I need to dechrome my handle, front whisker and rear boot lid, because you just imagine how nice it will look. Wow. In black, all jet black, with a black car, just completely stealthed out, will look super, super awesome. They cost $21.99, and that's from MSR, so I'll also link that below if you guys want to order them. They do make a massive difference on the car. They just make it look a little bit more aggressive, and with that Ferrari decal, Ferrari style decal should I say, really sets off the side of the car, and it looks, I really, really like it. Right, so the final thing that I've had to fork out for, and I'd class this as a running cost for any car enthusiast who likes to protect their paintwork and really likes to have a nice, fresh, clean car. I know my car's not clean right now, but is getting it professionally detailed. And now that's something I've done at AJP Car Care recently. To be honest, that was probably the last time the car was washed, and that was about a month ago. So he offers a discount if you own an Abarth. So normally it's, I think, £150, but he done it for me for £120, which is not bad for a single stage enhancement, which is like a polish, a wax, snow foam, all that kind of stuff. I did a video on it if you guys want to see it. I'll place a card somewhere so you guys can watch it. But I don't take my car to any sort of hand car washers or anything like that. Never taken this car to one. I'd always wash it myself. But the dealers did a pretty nasty job on it, and I failed to notice it because I was away from work, and then by then I thought it was just too late and I didn't want the hassle, so I thought, let me just pay to get it professionally detailed. And he done a wicked job on it. Even if it's not on a Abarth, I'd definitely recommend it if you want to protect your paintwork and you don't. It's just nice to have a nice clean paintwork without any swirl marks. I mean, you're never going to get rid of them, but just to minimise it, I definitely recommend it. Right, so there you have it. That's the running costs so far into my ownership. I think it's like 7 months into ownership now, of me owning this little car, and I absolutely love it. I'm so happy to have joined this brand, because it's just such a fun little car, and the people is even better. I'm not going to be able to work this out right now off the top of my head, so possibly what I'll do is just tally up everything that I've said in the video, and I'll smack a price right there for you, and you guys can pretty much see what it's like and how much it costs to run an Abarth 595 Trofeo. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Next week I'm hopefully going to be filming the Abarth breakfast meet, which should be pretty awesome, and it's close to home as well, which is always a bonus for me. So hopefully I'll get a chance to film that. If not, I've got a few